La todopoderosa escuadra de T1 tuvo su penúltimo enfrentamiento de esta temporada regular de la LCK en contra de la escuadra de RedForce. A pesar de que este tipo de enfrentamientos no suele ser muy atractivo para los espectadores, básicamente porque estamos hablando de un T1 en contra de RedForce que actualmente no se encuentra en su mejor momento, la verdad es que a mí en lo personal sí me interesaba ver bastante esta serie. Y es que, como les dije anteriormente, este es el penúltimo enfrentamiento que tuvo la escuadra de T1, lo cual significa que solamente nos queda un enfrentamiento más de esta temporada regular, luego viene el playoff, después de eso los equipos de Corea descansan, viene el MSI y bueno, llegamos al split de verano, pero falta bastante para eso, así que sinceramente creo que es muy importante disfrutar todos los enfrentamientos que nos queden por ver por parte del equipo de la dinastía. Sin embargo, este enfrentamiento fue mucho mejor de lo que me esperaba, y es que la escuadra de T1 nos dejó un performance que es digno de recordar. También tengo que decir que la escuadra de RedForce intentó hacer su trabajo y le puso las cosas complicadas al equipo de la dinastía, por lo menos en la segunda partida. Así que justamente por eso decidí hacer un video en forma de narración sobre este enfrentamiento y no un casteo, porque quiero que vivan la pasión de lo que se vivió en la serie entre T1 y RedForce. De antemano quiero pedirles disculpas por si la calidad de audio de este video no es la mejor del mundo, y es que hace muy pocos días me cambié de casa y por lo tanto la habitación en la que estoy no tiene ningún tipo de mueble y está prácticamente vacía, lo cual genera eco y básicamente por eso la calidad de audio no es la mejor del mundo, pero bueno, voy a intentar dar absolutamente todo de mí para que pueda entregarles la mejor calidad posible y sobre todo que vivan la pasión de lo que fue el enfrentamiento entre la todopoderosa escuadra de T1 y la escuadra de RedForce. En la primera partida de esta serie las cosas acontecieron de la forma que yo tenía prevista. Básicamente la escuadra de T1 arrasó por completo a la escuadra de RedForce. Aquí hay varias cosas que personalmente me gustaría recalcar. Principalmente tengo que decir que Zeus jugando con Twisted Fate en el carril superior es sumamente increíble. El tipo sabe dominar a la perfección el enfrentamiento en contra de Udyr, que sí, es verdad que Twisted Fate en contra de Udyr es una excelente selección porque estás logrando castigar el hecho de que eres un campeón a rango en contra de un melee, pero igualmente me parece sensacional lo que hace Zeus en esta primera partida. Sin embargo, existen dos jugadores por parte del equipo de la dinastía que me parece que destacan por encima del resto en esta primera partida, y es que principalmente tenemos que decir que Keria jugando con Kench es un maldito animal. Es simplemente sensacional lo que te puede hacer un chaparrito tan loco como Keria jugando con un sapo tan sádico como lo es Kench. El tipo fue fenomenal en bot lane y en general con todas las rotaciones que hizo durante la partida, y la estrella desde mi punto de vista en este juego fue Oner jugando con Lee Sin. Y es que Oner con Lee Sin es un maldito deleite. El tipo es fenomenal jugando con este campeón. Mecánicamente es sumamente imponente y a la hora de hacer invades, robar objetivos o simplemente gankear, el tipo es fenomenal. Esta primera partida por parte de T1 fue simplemente asombrosa.
Oner tries to stick around to get this ward, and in the 2v2 this should favor Faker and Oner, as now Calmy's eating a huge amount of damage himself, and Sylvie now has to flash away. Q lands from Oner, and that is just a straight up kill. Gets a little bit of help from Faker, and now Oner's coming back. He's angry, and he's not even looking. Calmy just dies and accepts his fate.
And that's still significant though, because Zeus doesn't have teleport and he doesn't have level 6. Gonna take Swifties and run back as fast as he can. Should be some plate gold going over to Dindin.
Yeah, the level 4 Sejuani gank, I mean, Sylvie does not have flash, and yes, Faker doesn't either. But he can just run north, as now it all comes down, and Calmy is going to try to take him out, and he does! And now the interrupt on Oner, but he still gets that E down. And Sylvie is not able to do much unless Oner sticks around. Might have a little scuffle. Miss on the Sonic Wave now, but Flail does not connect up that way against Orianna. So now Q is going to connect here onto Sylvie as the action does not stop in this early game. Here comes Keria, just going to dive onto 2 people. There's no level 6 for them, but he's got it as Devour comes through. And now Jiu's in a lot of trouble as Oner is getting pretty low. The bailout comes in, and actually Jiu is fine for just a little bit. As now we get another Abyssal dive, but it's denied as the Lick is going to get the kill from Keria. And we got a little 2-on-2 action now. Peter and Call Me on the run. Yeah. And now he's gonna jump on in. He does have his ult, I believe. Maybe not. Just gonna auto him down. The E is good enough. But now Keria, a nice little dodge sidestep here from Call Me, and Peter's blocking the Lick. And there's no Devour at the moment. Maybe one more one more lick for the play, but that's going to be the end of that.
You know, kind of down and dirty early game League of Legends, and T1 are answering well. Is Zeus maybe in trouble?
Nice flash. Good reaction. He's gonna get out of dodge. If he doesn't flash that, he's probably dead.
Well, the bottom lane isn't winning, Valdez, and that's where I was going back to. Is like, yeah, they're like, you wouldn't put Senna into Kalista. Tom Kench, Senna into Kalista. We've seen teams try to do that. You got to ban that and then pick the Senna. But Keria is pretty good. His Oner just keeps pushing this.
He is going to land the kick though, and he's got some help as well. The roam up from their bottom lane. Guma right here is going to help out in that one. And Sylvie just got his ult back, though. Might be able to punish Faker here, who does have his flash, but doesn't have anywhere really to run. And he's just going to run into the turret instead. And Sylvie will pick up the kill.
And Sylvie has had to babysit him, so the Udyr isn't getting too much more value topside either. His Oner's just staying, man.
Uh-oh. He has to flash the Senna ult from the river. Well, we're going to try to play onto Zeus here underneath the turret, as we'll hold the gold card, but Sylvie is tanking up the turret as now we got TP coming in, and Zeus is burning down a bit, but now with Faker and Keria making their way into this fight, it's looking pretty good for the side of T1 as Dundun, he is Udyr, but not too easy to run away from the Tom Kench. Abyssal Dive comes through, one more lick will be dodged, and will not get stunned up because of that dodge. Nicely done by Dundun to get away.
Yeah, nice escape from him. He is Udyr after all, very good at escaping, but Faker did not have his ult when he eventually teleported in. Okay, he does now.
Okay. All right, decides on no. Faker in a bit of trouble here, as they might have the burst damage. He does have arm guard already, but a bit of help from Senna perhaps. No, this is, oh, well, Oner's gonna get on over, and now he gets the kick onto the Tristana, and Sejuani is barely gonna have enough damage. Sylvie will take him out. Call Me will be traded back, though.
Yeah, Oner basically 1v1ing the Tristana there, as Faker will escape. Oner has 5 kills this game. He's sitting on a Sundered Sky.
While they're kind of trading even on the top side, Zeus just gets a turret in the inner bottom turret as well, so he's feeling pretty good about his situation. He's had mostly a free game, although he has been ganked quite a lot, as now he's trying to go 1v1 versus Call Me here. One more card should do it, and that it will, as Zeus takes him down.
Good night to have popcorn in the audience, as the gold lead growing.
Nice flash, at least, to get away from that one. But now we got TPs galore. Everybody's joining in this one. As, oh god, Call Me is tanking all of the damage. Really nice ult on the 2 of them, though. But the Devour comes through onto Zeus. He will survive as they take out Call Me. And they will take out the Kalista as well. And immediately the fight is turned around. The Devour coming in huge here. And T1, of course, with the very large wallets at the moment. Can they take out Zeus? The answer is no. And that is a clean ace for T1.
Really nice Devour there, denies the bailout. Shield comes through. Well, there's no soul for 4 minutes. Let's see if Nongshim could survive long enough for it to spawn to maybe have one last team fight there. 2-item Kalista.
And Keria is a Omega tank at the moment. Like, he's got 2 armor items. They don't have AP damage outside of Udyr, as bailout comes out, just kind of laughable at this point. Call Me is going to avoid the loyalty program. And yeah, they're just kind of putting them out of their misery. T1 not wasting any time with this one. As maybe Faker, oh god, he just is gonna get devoured. And yeah, Call Me just sad by himself in the fountain. T1 should be able to take this first game in about 23 minutes.
The most T1 game I've ever feel like I've seen Valdez. Just so much coordination.
Look at that healing, Jesus.
The healing is crazy. Down goes the Nexus. Every time you think you've got him. Every time you...
En la segunda partida de esta serie las cosas fueron bastante diferentes a lo que sucedió en la primera partida, y es que aquí la escuadra de T1 estaba intentando proponer una composición de equipo en la cual jugaban a priorizar las iniciaciones. Tenían Nar, Sejuani, Varus y Taliyah, y por parte de Keria estaba jugando Rumble soporte, el cual me pareció un pick bastante inteligente, básicamente porque tener la combinación de Rumble junto a Varus en contra de Smolder y Milio es simplemente criminal. La prioridad en el carril inferior era sumamente dominante por parte de la botlane de T1. Sin embargo, el problema para T1 en esta segunda partida es que estaban jugando en contra de un Smolder, un Milio y una Karma, lo cual significa que entre más tiempo va pasando de la partida, las cosas se van a ir volviendo peores. Y es justamente lo que sucedió aquí. Esta segunda partida está llena de momentos increíbles, los cuales les voy a estar comentando a lo largo de este video, pero principalmente quiero que vean la cantidad de destrozos y la cantidad de trades y asesinatos que hubo a lo largo de esta segunda partida.
He did try to flash, and yeah, kind of ill-advised to try to go in and challenge that one.
You know, east side teams, it's just the win conditions aren't necessarily fully understood. As Sylvie coming up here, let's see it. Zeus is in trouble.
Yeah, this is Mini Gnar, and he is going to have to flash out of this one. Tries to flash to the side, still gets hit by the Q, as Sylvie is a genius on that one, and Dindin.
We know.
I'm gonna guess 30. Well, the ult's going to come in here as Sylvie is going to eat a bunch of ultimate abilities. Has to flash the seismic shove here, does Jiwoo. As everybody has joined, you talk about the ability of the Taliyah to join into these bottom lane fights. They've got everybody.
It's going to be like that for a little bit longer because both he and Jiwoo can't stack. He can't stack and can't farm because they can't get to where the minions are.
They're getting denied so many minions right now.
It's insane.
Like, look at how much XP they lost. And now they're going to try to fight this 4v4, but again, their bottom lane doesn't exist. Jiwoo is going to hit a Q. That one's point and click, thankfully, and Oner just flashes away, and he's totally fine as the rest of them. Just going to pump damage into that Karma. And, well, at least the turret survives. I don't think that's actually a good thing. But still going to go for it, and just going to flap away. And the Q is dodged here. I mean, this is just like, this is just bullying. And are they going to get the turret? I don't know. Chain of Corruption comes down, and now Peter's going to just barely survive with that shield as Sylvie desperate to try to help, and he finally will be able to. As the turret, it stays alive on about 5 health.
Staying there. This play, on the other hand, where Rumble just presses Q and flashes onto the poor Milio, who can't do anything about it. Call me?
Okay, well, now Call Me is, he is Karma. He's just gonna flash out of this one. Faker, though, with his own flash, trying to hit some rocks, and that he will. Flashes forward for that kill.
Repeatedly. And they're not blindfolded, actually. Lee Sin's on the other side.
Birthday Party just got really overly aggressive at this point, and Keria is just eating 3 turret shots for some reason, so he is just gonna die. Trying to flank on the support Rumble, I guess. I don't know.
It's okay. Just a little bit of showboating, just a little bit of happy gaming. Nongshim are happy for it, though. They're the ones who are really happy with the happy gaming because they're actually now starting to get some gold back into their pockets here. 3 kills for Sylvie. Kill picked up for Jiwoo on that bottom side attempt from T1. Yes, it's still a massive lead for Guma. And yes, the Smolder is not going to be relevant anytime soon. 67.
That just means that we're going to have a lot of map control, which means more Cinders, which means also more chances to get these Infernal Drakes and Infernal Soul. And Rumble with Infernal Soul, Taliyah with Infernal Soul, Varus with Infernal Soul. Heck, even Gnar. Pretty strong, as Call Me does not have Flash. He does have a Tether and Prayer, I suppose. But after Shock does come through, and the Permafrost, and that will be the end of the Karma. Just very far up the lane.
In this case, a little bit more straightforward and less mysterious, but...
Well,
let's see how mysterious this is. Yeah, let's see.
Now, Taliyah, okay, he is going to be able to knock him away. And now he's got a blast cone. Maybe can help him out with a TP coming in, though. Looks like Faker is not very long for this world. He is going to get a nice combo, though, on a Call Me. He's keeping them at range. Another Q is going to land here from Call Me, but eventually Sylvie works up the courage to challenge Faker, and that will be the end of that. So we do have the the red carpet is called down, and Keria is just shelling at him from range. Doesn't even need to burn him in this case.
Calculated there from Sylvie, like sand going through Oner's fingers.
Well, Keria is ganking top again, and let's see how this one goes. Udyr this time around is unmovable, but it does not matter. As he got CC'd by dying, actually, this time around. Nice little steal here from Sylvie, trying to make a play. Kick comes through, hits the both of them. Now Mom is called down for, it feels like the first time in this game, actually. 14 minutes in on this Rumble, by the way. It's a support Rumble, so perhaps not, but he has gone for the Huni builds, including Ignite, as you would in the bottom lane. Zeus is here. Meganar is about to time out, though, as ult comes down, and everybody's corralled against the wall. Oh, no! Zeus is going to take advantage of that. Now, it does go the way of Nongshim. The Drake, they do take it out, and it's a one-for-one trade at the moment. Keria flashes the wall, doesn't get anything. Comes up empty, and you know what? For 18.5 minutes, so.
Yeah, got a decent amount of stacks off that last fight, too, and now he's going to go get some off of Guma.
Yeah, it's a bit more. Let's add a little bit more into that. Guma getting pretty low. Equalizer comes down as Sylvie gets in there and he catches Guma, and he might go down for it, but look at the damage he does. Donde gets to that back line. In this happy game, he doesn't feel very happy anymore as Nongshim are fighting, but Call Me does stay a bit too far ahead of his team as everybody else was running away. And now, actually, it says right down there that it's at 6.93, so actually pretty good.
Yeah,
at the moment. And we're getting some damage into this one. Equalizer comes down. That is a nice wall to get them against the wall, but it is going to be smited away by the Oner, actually, as now in the pit they are. They all got to flash away, and down will go Sylvie, not able to secure that objective. Well, Mom's trying to help out here. Faker is pretty low, gets a big shield from the Ceres, but they're not going to be able to stop this Baron from going down as Zeus going to flash forward and doesn't even get the kill. Oner might bite the dust, but trying to just back out this one. It is going to elect to flash away. Zeus as well just hops, and T1 are pretty much out. Call Me is going to hit the Mantra Q, but no execute right now. And now they're actually trying to turn something onto Zeus. You do not have to stay here, T1. And Zeus is flapping on in, looking for a bit more. They do not have any vision. And now the entirety of the team at T1 is sticking around as they're looking for a fight.
Yeah, this is T1's way. Oh, you think you're going to pick us? We're actually, how many of us are still over here? You don't know. And now they know.
Who's going to miss? Unfortunate.
See if Zeus can make anything of this play with the Weaver Wall.
It's looking like Dindin is going to run away from all the rocks. If you can outrun the rock missile speed, I think you'll be fine here. He's just running the opposite way now, trying to buy as much time as possible. And you know what? He might just be fine, especially with this nice little disengage cone. Not sure why we still have these in the game. Dindin just still running. And I think he's going to go down right now as Nongshim trying to fight here in a 4v3.
That dude's on that last fight, and if he's just a few stacks ahead when he flashes for that play, maybe he gets the kill. His Equalizer is going to be huge.
The Equalizer is pretty gigantic. Call Me is in a lot of trouble. He does not have his flash. He's just running away from this one. Keria, he's got Sylvie on top of him, doesn't care. Even Mom's going to try to help out, but it does not matter. And T1 looks like they've had enough of the shenanigans, trying to get some actual value out of their Baron push.
Yeah, it feels like a game-losing play, but as you say, with the positional advantage T1 had, there was no winning play, there was no angle. Speaking of angles.
Yeah, Oner just gonna throw an ult in. Not exactly sure why, but they're just trying to create space, make sure they get that inhibitor, which they do. No Baron buff at the moment, still 45 seconds until that one. T1 just poking them down, harassing, and trying to push up, create more space before they do go for this Baron.
And it's not going to be Dindin. He's not enough to answer this push.
Well, I guess it's the whole team. Guys are going to give away the Baron.
It's Gnar also here for Zeus.
Will they get Zeus is the question. It looks like they should be able to relatively easily. And yeah, Zeus is like, okay, you got me. You did get me. But you're giving away the Baron. And I suppose for Nongshim, they'd say, well, we're never going to be able to try to fight for Baron right now.
Justamente para este punto de la partida, la escuadra de T1 se encontraba en una pésima situación, y es que aquí la escuadra de RedForce ya había logrado conseguir lo que tanto estaban buscando. El Smolder había logrado escalar, y encima el Smolder estaba completamente custodiado y protegido por parte de sus compañeros. Estaba causando bastantes estragos en contra del equipo de la dinastía, y es alrededor del minuto 33 en donde la escuadra de RedForce intentó hacer el dragón ancestral, y de haberlo conseguido habrían finiquitado por completo a la escuadra de T1. T1 aquí no tendría ningún tipo de posibilidad de defenderse en contra de la escuadra de RedForce, pero es justamente aquí donde sucede el milagro, el momento que tanto estábamos esperando, y es que Gumayusi, con una flecha penetrante de Varus, consigue impactar en contra del jungla de la escuadra de RedForce y lo termina asesinando, y en el proceso de esto consigue robar el dragón ancestral. Esto no sería la forma en la que se finiquitaría la partida, pero sí sería un tanque de oxígeno para el equipo de la dinastía, y con esto tendrían posibilidad de seguir luchando hasta el final.
Maybe looking for a steal of some sort. It's just going to come down to a 50-50, but that's Elise City kicks him away, and it goes to Varus! Guma's going to get it! As, you know, Varus does have a smite of his own. It's his Q button, and he will take it down in the chaos. T1 get it, and they're just waiting for the smolder. There's like negative damage going into him, though. G kept alive by the Melio. Meanwhile, Zeus trying to end the game.
Which Elder's better, Valdez? I think I know. He's gonna TP back.
Okay. And the game is not over.
It's not over. It's not over. How many stacks does this guy have right now? It's got to be a ton. We're reaching 34 minutes into this game. Top half of the map.
They're just using the Elder Drake to get this objective, and they'll have Exodia for 35. Yeah, the trouble you mentioned is 1 Q.
Yeah, just one.
Which is actual trouble.
Look at
Keria as well. He nearly died. He almost died from 2 abilities. And now we got Gnar in the top side, big equalizer. T1 trying to put an end to this one, but can they is the question. Guma, desperate to try to take down the turret, he gets the one. And Dundin is tanky enough. We still got one Nexus turret. And that might be enough as Gio is so fast, he's gonna land 1 Q onto...
Después de 4 varones y 3 dragones ancestrales, la escuadra de T1 todavía se encontraba en una situación completamente imposible. Y es que la composición que tenía la escuadra de RedForce era prácticamente perfecta para ese punto de la partida. El Smolder podía aniquilar a cualquiera de los integrantes de T1 simplemente con 2 golpes. El equipo de la dinastía se encontraba completamente desesperado y perdido y no sabían qué hacer. Sin embargo, es aquí donde nuevamente vuelve a aparecer Gumayusi, y me parece bastante gracioso que sea justamente él el que logre resolver las cosas, porque Gumayusi ha sido un jugador sumamente criticado. Se dice que el tipo simplemente no brilla a la par de sus compañeros. Por lo tanto, esa flecha penetrante por parte de Gumayusi no simplemente iba con el daño suficiente como para poder acabar con el Smolder, también iba cargada de las críticas y del desprecio que se le hizo sentir, pero sobre todo iba cargada con el apoyo de sus compañeros. Y es que en T1 somos completamente una familia. Esa flecha penetrante representaba la esperanza para el equipo de la dinastía.
I mean, he avoids the glacial prison.
1 Q. Oh! Gio! He's dead! They did it! They killed the Smolder!
That's game!
That's the game! All they had to do was kill Gio! And they did it! GG! I guess T1 will take this one as they use their 3rd Elder Dragon to win game number 2.
Y así fue como terminó este enfrentamiento en donde la escuadra de T1 logró derrotar con un 2-0 a la escuadra de RedForce de una forma sensacional. Y es que, amigos, esto simplemente fue cine, fue increíble ver esa maldita flecha penetrante por parte de Gumayusi. Fue simplemente sensacional. Encima el tipo lo hace en dos ocasiones increíbles. Primero lo hace en contra del Lee Sin para poder robar el dragón ancestral y después lo hace en contra del Smolder. Le hace un de 100-0 de forma increíble, acabando por completo con las esperanzas de la escuadra de RedForce. Quiero recordarles, y esto es muy importante, que la LCK ya casi va a llegar a playoff y por lo tanto vamos a tener enfrentamientos sumamente épicos por parte de la escuadra de T1 y también por parte del resto de los equipos de la Liga de Corea. También quiero avisarles, y esto es muy importante por lo menos para mí, que este día 22 de marzo, que es justamente un viernes, vamos a tener un stream de 24 horas en este canal. Esto es porque quiero cumplir una promesa que hice el año pasado, en la cual dije que si llegábamos a 10,000 suscriptores antes de que terminara el año 2023, yo iba a hacer un directo de 24 horas y bueno, eso ya pasó hace bastante tiempo y justamente ahora tengo la oportunidad de hacer ese 24 horas, así que si alguno de ustedes quiere pasarse por el stream, el cual va a ser el día 22 de marzo y comienza a las 10 de la noche hora de México, los invito a que se pasen por ahí. Sinceramente los streams en el canal suelen ser bastante divertidos, solemos ser algunas personas hablando pues puras estupideces y también cosas interesantes sobre T1, sobre el competitivo y sobre lo que se nos ocurra. Así que los invito a que se pasen un rato por ahí. Va a ser un stream en el cual vamos a hacer bastantes cosas, tanto con suscriptores, vamos a hacer dinámicas, va a ser algo bastante entretenido y bastante memorable para el canal. Sin nada más que decir, espero que este video les haya gustado. De ser así, los invito a que me dejen un pulgar arriba y un comentario, ya que con eso el algoritmo de YouTube nos trata bastante bonito. Y es más, si llegaste hasta este punto del video, te voy a invitar a que comentes flecha penetrante. Sinceramente no creo que tenga que dar contexto sobre esto, porque simplemente fue una flecha penetrante por parte de Gumayusi. Como siempre, muchas gracias a los miembros del canal, muchísimas gracias por seguir apoyando económicamente este contenido, de verdad me ayudan un montón para seguir creando videos para ustedes y les recuerdo que pueden compartir este video con todos sus amigos. Suscríbete si es primera vez que ves uno de mis videos, yo soy MJ y nos vemos en la próxima. Adiós.